In Charliebird, Al, played by Samantha Smart, is a devoted music therapist at a children's hospital in Texas. And Charlie, played by Gabriela Ochoa Perez, is the rebellious teen patient assigned to work with her. When Charlie reveals a secret passion project and professional lines begin to blur, the two forge an unexpected bond that will teach them both how to live. Charliebird is directed by Libby Ewing, and this film is her directorial debut, and the film is written by the lead actress Samantha Smart, and Charliebird just debuted at the Tribeca Film Festival. Charliebird is a very interesting, likable film. I wasn't really aware that in children's hospitals they have as a job called a musical therapist, and in the lead role Samantha Smart as Al, she's very charismatic and very likable, and a lot of the patients in the film, they love her, and the parents love her, and they really have a profound impact on their lives. And when Al is assigned to Charlie, they really get off to a little bit of a prickly start, because Charlie, she's been in and out of hospitals since she's 4 years old, and she's basically spent the last 4 years of her life in hospital. I think she's maybe like about 17, and she spent the last 4 years of her life in hospital, and she really is just tired of it. She has a really bad attitude to everyone except her family, and she's very off-putting. And when she meets when Alice is assigned to her as a musical therapist, Charlie doesn't really want her there, but Al's personality eventually wins over Charlie's exterior boundaries and war, and slowly Alice uses her charm and her humor to get Charlie to open up to her, and it's these scenes in the first half of the film that are probably the best scenes in the film, when Charlie opens up and her personality comes out, and she starts to smile and she starts to connect with Alice. And in the second half of the film, a lot of Alice's colleagues recognize that she's getting a little bit too close to Charlie, because as a musical therapist, you can't get close to your patients, because these patients have severe illnesses, cancer, and they could pass away at any moment. And Alice's colleagues warn her that you should not be getting too close, because if you get too close and she passes away, it could have a profound impact on you. And Alice enjoys spending a lot of time with Alice, even in her spare time after work. On her days off, she'll come to the hospital and spend time with Alice, and her colleagues recognize that she's spending too much time with Alice. And in the second half of the film, when Charlie is her illness really she succumbs to her illness, it really has a profound impact on Alice. But for me, the lead role, Samantha Smart, the performance is fantastic, but her character is not very well characterized. The characterization is not great. We get some flashbacks of Alice when she's a child, and we sense there's some kind of traumatic childhood there. Something happened in her life that really impacted her as an adult, but we don't really get to see what that was. And she sometimes visits her father. I guess her mother's passed away already, and her father lives by himself, and we get some scenes with her and her father, and we get her scenes of her going to the bar and drinking and go back to home and crying and being upset with her life. But we don't really get a sense of why she's so upset and why she's not happy with her life, and I just wish there was a little bit more backstory to her character and a bit more characterization to her character. So in the second half of the film, when tragedy strikes with Charlie, that we get more feel emotionally connected to her. I give Charlie 3 stars out of 5. I definitely recommend checking out this award-winning film from Tribeca Film Festival. Samantha Smart as Alice is fantastic in a lead role. She's very charming as Alice. and she has a really fantastic relationship with Charlie, played by Gabriela Ochoa Perez, that really blooms as the film goes on, and we really get invested in a relationship as the film goes on. But for me, I found the lead character, Alice, played by Samantha Smart, not very well defined. The characterization just wasn't enough there for me. I just found it hard to connect with her because we don't really get a lot of backstory to her character. But I still definitely recommend checking out this Charliebird film. It's definitely a nice gem of a indie film. Thanks for watching. What did you think of Charliebird? Please comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.